What's good, my people? Welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year to you all. May 2025 be an amazing year to every single one of you. After 38 days, over 1,800 kilometers traveled and countless adventures, it's time to tell you what it's really like living with the Isuzu MU-X. Our time with the flagship SUV from Isuzu has come to an end, and I plan to tell you everything you need to know, from the good, the bad, and everything in between.
So fresh, so clean. Big dreams, man, what you mean?
It's Smirk. First things first, the Isuzu MU-X is a 988,000 Rand 7-seater SUV. Yes, deep pockets. But with these aggressive looks, because of this massive front grille, LED daytime running lights which look sharp and sleek, and 20-inch wheels. Look at this size. This is a massive car as well. It basically screams, get out of my way. And trust me, people have been getting out of my way every single time I've been driving. I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying the way it looks. And as much as it's an attention-grabbing vehicle, I would have liked if Isuzu done a little bit more to make it stand out as the top spec MU-X that it is. What I speak about and what I mean is maybe a blacked out front grille, some blacked out elements, and some little details here and there. Remember the Isuzu D-Max X Rider that we had on this channel before? Remember all its special edition elements? I would have appreciated if this got some special edition elements too. Regardless, I think this is an amazing looking vehicle. From the front to the back, everything looks very, very good. It has a rugged but bold appearance, and I think it's quite beautiful. Everywhere I've been going, people have been giving me the nod here and then. Everybody has been appreciating its looks. From the car guards to the car wash, I had to always make sure I have some extra notes in my pocket to give thanks to all the appreciation. Driving around in this thing will make you feel like a grot man. My time with the Isuzu MU-X has been comprised of so many different driving, but mostly I would like to say it was 70% in-city driving and 30% city-to-city driving, meaning traveling 100 kilometers or more. In-city driving was quite funny because, as you can see, this is a very, very large vehicle, and driving this in the city of Cape Town, there's nip up in place. There's a lot of maneuvering you have to do, but thanks to the big side mirrors, the light steering wheel, and the commanding driving position, you can literally see everything and have a good understanding of where the car is and where it needs to be. Even though driving in the city and streets of Cape Town is almost like real life Tetris. Take this on the open road and wow, the car really comes alive, and I feel like that's where the engine performs at its best and optimal. It gives its optimal performance when you're on the open road. The suspension does a fantastic job of ensuring everyone is comfortable at all times. It can be all 7 people in the car. It can be 2 people in the car. It can literally be me, myself, and my lonely eye. I'm still super comfortable because it just soaks up road imperfections so well. What pushes and pulls this? It's what is underneath and under this hood. This definitely has been my favorite part about this car, and it is the engine. Powering this beast is a 3-liter turbo diesel engine which produces 140 kilowatts and 450 Newton meters of torque. Compared to its competitors, I know that might sound like it's underpowered, but speaking underpowered and Isuzu MU-X, 3-liter MU-X in the same breath makes no sense. I've been enjoying the power delivery and how it pushes this mammoth very easily. Acceleration is brisk. Overtaking is simple. You put your foot down and it goes. It really goes. If I did need to tow something, I know it would be able to tow something very well because it does have a towing capacity of 3.5 tons. Yes, 3.5 tons. During my time, I did not need to tow anything, but I know if I did have to, I would be sorted. It's mated to a 6-speed automatic gearbox, which does change gears quite smoothly and quite effortlessly. Although, if you do shift it to manual mode, it's quite restrictive. Almost like that teacher that never said yes to bathroom breaks. But I doubt you'll ever be driving this in manual mode. During my time with the Isuzu MU-X 3-liter, I poured 2 full tanks, which cost me roughly 3,000 rands. A full tank gave me 700 kilometers of range, which can go up to and did go up to 900 kilometers when driving efficiently. My average during my time with this beast was 10 liters per 100 kilometers, and the lowest I ever saw was 9.8. But that's because I was not trying to drive efficiently for one bit. I was putting my foot down and enjoying this 3-liter turbo diesel engine. If you want something fuel efficient, Isuzu has the MU-X available in a 1.9 liter that can give you over 1,200 kilometers of range on a single tank. I'm not just saying this. I actually traveled 1,200 kilometers on a single tank in the Isuzu MU-X 1.9 liter, and you can check that video over here. The off-road capability in the Isuzu MU-X is just amazing. I don't know why it surprised me, because look at it. You can tell this thing is ready to do whatever you want and for you to take it wherever you want to take it. It is so confidence inspiring that I went on the dunes on these low profile high terrain tires. These are just normal highway terrain tires, but I decided, you know what, let's go to the dunes and find out what it's about. The MU-X has a leather frame chassis, 4x4 systems, and a locking differential to help you when you go on tough off-road terrains or any gravel road. A locking differential, what it does is it assists and makes the wheels spin at the same time to take you out of tricky situations when you are going off-roading or going in the unbeaten path. I did do a lot of gravel, and driving on gravel in this thing is a flex. It's one of the biggest flex because you are always just so comfortable and it just looks effortless the way it tackles whatever terrain you take it through. The Isuzu MU-X is a very capable vehicle, and the way it can transition from off-road to highway and highway to off-road is very impressive. The MU-X is well equipped for off-road adventures. Its features and capabilities are designed to tackle the terrain that we don't usually take. It has a 4-wheel drive system which you can choose either 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, or 4-low. Two-wheel drive is what you will be driving on when you are on your highways and on your tar roads. You go off-roading into gravel, that's when we'll switch it to the 4x4 system so that all the four wheels can give you the traction that you need. 4-low, on the other hand, that's when you're in really challenging situations. It will help you to get out of those challenging situations, and it definitely is a capable SUV. For uneven and slippery surfaces, you have a differential lock which you can toggle by the simple push of a button. You also have hill descent control and a leather frame chassis to give you a lot of confidence in these off-road conditions. Just seeing it move on about off-roading, it's like, you look like you're in your element. And I love to see that. I love SUVs that are confidence inspiring, that you can feel, you know what, let me take it off-road. I know it's capable, I know I won't get stuck, and I know it will do every single thing I want it to do, and maybe more. This is an amazing car. What it does on the road is so impressive as well. Yes, you do hear the loud grumble of the engine, but I feel like that is Isuzu's identity. A lot of people do complain that, oh, the sound of the engine is a bit too loud, but Isuzu specialize in trucks anyway. So now if they make a car that sounds a bit loud and agricultural, what else did you expect? Yes, it would have been nicer if it was a bit more silent, but the ride itself is refined enough to make you overlook that sound. Let's see what they can do in their newer models to come. Step inside the Isuzu MU-X and you are greeted by these very comfortable leather seats. These have been quite the talking point of all my passengers. I had some elderly people in the car as well, and they were quite impressed at how supportive the seats were. Yes, they didn't use those exact words, but I know that is exactly what they meant. I will say it again, the interior does feel a bit dated and it could use some modern touches. The 9-inch infotainment screen is compatible with wireless Apple CarPlay. When you get in the car though, there are some times where it does take a while to integrate with your phone, and you do have to give it some time, but eventually it does, and when it is connected, it's almost flawless. During my time driving the Isuzu MU-X, I did not hear any creaks or things sounding out of place when I was in the car, which comes to explain my fact when I say this is a well-built interior. Yes, it's not the most modern, but it is practical and built to last. Very solid build everywhere around you. On the dash, you do have the leather trims and very comfortable soft touches, which do remind you that this is the top spec model. Heated front seats, physical controls for your AC, and the omission of a sunroof is something we can't ignore. In the top spec model, I'm paying 988,000 Rand. It would be nice to have that touch of a sunroof, bringing all the light you need into the cabin. However, I'm not too sure if the market and if Isuzu buyers actually care about a sunroof, because most Isuzu buyers, you will find them on the off-road tracks. And on the off-road tracks, there's no need for a sunroof. SUVs, however, are becoming more lifestyle vehicles, and lifestyle vehicles need more lifestyle elements to make them stand out and make people have a reason to buy them. In the rear, the passengers do have the option of controlling their own AC. On top there, they have two more USB ports. There is no Type-C port in the entire car, so they have USB ports and an actual plug. Safety-wise, the Isuzu MU-X has 8 airbags, a 5-star NCAP rating, and the ADAS system to assist you, which includes braking assist, lane keep assist, lane departure warning. The lane departure warning and lane keep assist, every single time I got in the car to drive, I switched it off immediately. I found it very intrusive and very disturbing to drive. I did not enjoy it one bit, so I always made sure it's off. That's me though. Other people might find it very helpful. I just did not like it, so it was always off because it was a bit too intrusive for my liking. At 988,000 rands, the Isuzu MU-X faces very tough competition from the Toyota Fortuner, Ford Everest, and Mitsubishi Pajero Sport. All have their pros and cons and all have their standout features. The Toyota Fortuner has a very important badge that the people love. The Ford Everest is one of the most modern looking vehicles we see on the roads, and it feels like we see them everywhere we go these days. The Mitsubishi Pajero Sport, it has its customers and it has its market, a very capable off-road vehicle. The Isuzu MU-X, I feel, is underrated in a way. It's capable, extremely capable, built to last, meaning it is very durable, and this will last you a lifetime. Sure, it has its quirks, but if you want a 7-seater SUV that can do it all, from off-roading, family trips, to every single thing you can think of, this definitely deserves a spot on your consideration list. Is it perfect? No. Is it worth considering? Absolutely. Isuzu definitely need to step up their game when it comes to making this a bit more modern. Not that more modern where it loses its identity, but just giving us more features, such as a bit of a more modern interior. I don't know if we'll ever get a sunroof because, as I said, the market might not even want or think of a sunroof in this car. Need more exterior features that make this stand out as a top spec model that it is. To the untrained eye, the rims are the only things that you will see and think like, oh, okay, this is the top spec model. So I would like more to make it stand out and be like, okay, I am the top spec. You paid the big money for me, so you're driving the big money car. 988,000 rands is not small boy money. That's Grootman territory. So with that, just a bit more of a more modernized interior, a bit of a more refreshed exterior, which I do feel we will be getting with the new MU-X. That has been my time with the Isuzu MU-X. I've enjoyed every single bit of it, and I'm excited to see what Isuzu has in store for us for this coming year. Are we getting the new D-Max? Are we getting a refreshed MU-X? Let's see. But thank you for watching. May 2025 be an amazing year for you. May you enjoy the year. May it be a fruitful year. And to more reviews. This is Cars with Smirk. We out.
So fresh, so clean. Said I'm with a Peng Ting. Big dreams, man, what you mean? That's the reason that I need mostly overseas trips. I'm a big fish. Trying to ride away, man, I'm in a bed. Long road to freedom, get the visits at my D, but my dreams, dim bodies out gija. So fresh, so clean. Said I'm with a Peng Ting. Big dreams, man, what you mean? That's the reason that I need mostly overseas trips. I'm a big fish. Trying to ride away, man, I'm in a bed. Long road to freedom, get the visits at my D, but my dreams, dim bodies out